What's up, fam? It's Sunday, November 26th, maybe? I don't know. The Sunday after Thanksgiving. I have zero makeup on. Oh my god, you can tell. Like, look at these. Oh, don't even look. Don't look. So Sundays, I basically sacrifice like an hour or two to meal prepping and getting ready for the whole week. And it's 9 a.m. I actually did cardio this morning because I was feeling like really, like Thanksgiving week hit me, whatever. Then we went and got Mexican yesterday, and I didn't eat terrible, but like the sodium in it just kind of makes me feel like crap. So I did a bit of cardio this morning just to kind of sweat it out a little bit, and I'm starting my meal prep today with my egg white oats, and I'm going to make like 3 or 4 of them for the next few days. I'm also going to make some of the little pumpkin muffins that I have posted about on Instagram. Probably gonna make 2 or 3 days worth because I want to make that one of my meals. And then we've got to prep some of the meats. Ground beef, wow, that's a lot. Ground turkey that I bought. Yeah, slap it, slap it, slap it. All right, so these are all the ingredients for my pumpkin pie muffins. And now we're gonna stir it up. Probably need like a whisk. Probably should get a whisk. Probably should just not. So I made my recipes times 3, and you know, of course, you want the macros to be perfect. You weigh out the portions, but I'm not on prep, so I guess it doesn't really matter. So now we put it in the oven for like 15-20 minutes ish, and muffins turned out perfect. 3, 3, 3, and I actually weighed them, and they all weigh basically about the same when I portioned them out. Like I had to take. This big one was grouped with this one, but this was like all really big ones, and these are really small ones, so I switched them out, and then they're pretty perfectly portioned. And now we cook the meat. I like to pre-portion my meat because it takes up less space in the fridge, and then that way I can just grab and go, and it's already ready to go. And it just takes up way less space. I actually only bring 1 container with me every single day and then carry everything else in baggies. Okay. What is up, guys? Well, welcome to this video. This is probably not the whole video, but I had someone on my Instagram ask me a really cool question, and I thought that I would address it here because I'm probably, hold on, I gotta get this hair that's like totally mixed. Oh, BTW. You like when you wore Warby Parker glasses? I know, right? I've had a prescription for like ever. I just never wear my glasses. I'm not really blind, but I realized that I never wore them because they only, like, things only looked clear for me from certain angles, and so I thought, okay, well, maybe I don't have the right prescription. When got it updated, and they still looked weird when I got these glasses, so I went back to Warby Parker, and the dudes there like adjusted them, and they're like, oh yeah, it's because you have astigmatism and, you know, bending the light and stuff. Like, if it's not just right, everything looks slightly warped. So this whole time, like my entire life, I'm talking since I was like 10 years old, I thought that, like, I don't know, the doctor just gave me the wrong prescription. But apparently that's not the case. Make sure your frames are adjusted to you. Anyway, back to the subject of our conversation here. I was asked a question, how do you measure progress without the scale? And I thought this was really cool. If you guys are new to my channel or you're new to following me, I haven't weighed myself since March of 2016. And it's not that I'm against weighing or, you know, stepping on the scale, the number on the scale, whatever. But to me, and I think it's all, everything, diet, planning, training, it's everything that comes along with fitness is completely 100% individualized. It's different for every person. And for me, weighing myself, I was very, very strict when I weighed myself. I would weigh myself on Wednesday mornings as soon as I got out of bed. Like, I would go to the bathroom, I'd take off my clothes, and I would weigh myself every Wednesday. I wouldn't weigh myself any other day for years. And then it got to the point where, like in my off season or even in prep and stuff, like when I first started my fitness journey, I was like 95 pounds, and it was not hard for me to be 95 pounds. Like, I was just 95 pounds. But as time goes on, you gain more muscle, your physique changes, you don't get down to those low numbers, okay? So I never, even in prep, I could barely get down to like 100 pounds. And that was just like a mind fuck for me. Like, I knew I knew that the number didn't matter, but it still caused me stress and anxiety. And so finally, I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. Pictures are more important. There's other ways to measure progress. And still, sometimes I kind of think about stepping on the scale. And if I do, definitely going to document it on the channel for you guys. But as of now, I'm okay with it. If I do get a new coach or something like that, and they want me to start weighing myself, I will. Mentally, I know that it's just a number, but it still like fucks with my head. So that's the main reason that I don't, is that I would start like stressing out about it, and the night before I would be freaking out about weighing myself the next day. And if the number wasn't like what I wanted it to be, then it would ruin my whole day for me. So I stopped doing it. I just realized I don't have my mic on. I'm gonna put that on. Let's see if it makes a difference. Okay, how's the sound? Is that better? And now there's a little dust particle on here. Okay, so on to the point of the story, moral of the story. How do you track progress without actually tracking the number on the scale? So if you're weighing yourself, there's two ways to do it. One, you could do it once a week and track that weight. Or two, you can weigh yourself on a daily basis and then take the average. So after a whole week, you would take, you know, all those numbers and divide that by 7, and that would be your average weigh-in, because it'll differ slightly depending on your activity levels, how much water intake you have, your stress, all those things will play into effect on your weight. So those are the two ways you can weigh yourself. So if you decide that, okay, the scale is not for you, you're over it, it's too much stress, then you can do what I do. And what I do is, there's the number one way to measure progress is pictures. That's one of the reasons that I take selfies in the morning. I go back and I look, okay, how did I look last week when I wasn't eating this or that? So progress pictures, selfies, flexing pictures, those pictures are just like, they don't lie. So those are excellent ways to, especially if you're taking a picture in the same spot with about the same lighting every single time. That helps a lot too. Another way to measure progress and weight loss, muscle gains, things like that, the way that your clothes are fitting. That is a true tell way of like really saying, okay, because you can't lie. Like if your jeans are way tighter and maybe you're not like really tracking much progress, but all of a sudden you put your jeans on and it's like, whoa, okay. Now, then you can also go back and look at pictures and see like, okay, my jeans are tighter. Am I fatter, or are my legs bigger? Am I gaining more muscle? What's going on? Okay, so another way that I like to track progress is to actually measure my activity levels. And I wear usually like the Apple Watch, and I just, from time to time, I'll just go back there and look and see like how active I am, how long was I working out before. If, say, for example, I'm coming off of a prep and I'm trying to kind of lower my activity levels, so do less cardio, do less lifting, and I'm not quite, maybe journaling, because that's another progress way, another way to track your progress. Then I'll go back and I'll look, because I have my watch on all the time. And also, even if you don't have a watch and you have an iPhone, there's a health tracker in here, and it tracks basically, since we always have our phones on us, like in our pockets or purse or something like that, it will track your activity levels as well on here automatically. So that's a really great way to kind of see how active you are being. I also really like to journal. I use journaling I've been journaling my food and my activity for like almost 4 years now. I have really old journals, and I'll go back and reference them and see like how much was I eating then, how much cardio was I doing then, my weight. And even though like my weight is one of those things you kind of take with like a grain of salt, you can still, they're all measures of, it's like you use all these little pieces that you can't just take one and say, okay, this is the answer. You have to take them all and then kind of come up with a general consensus based on all the evidence that you see from each measure of progress. But really and truly, honestly, the most important way to track your progress, whether you're gaining muscle or losing fat, is with pictures. That is like the most, I think it's way better than the scale. It doesn't lie, unless you're trying to distort your body in some sort of way to make yourself look leaner, which doesn't make sense, because then you're not really telling yourself the truth. So don't do that. Take your progress pictures, try to wear the same type of clothing, even the same color helps. So whether that's like the same bikini, shorts, sports bra, try to take them at the same time of day so that you're physically, your body's physically in the same state, and then the lighting is also the same. Try to choose a time of day where it's really clear lighting. So say take them on your day off. because usually that morning light coming through the window is probably the best, clearest way to really track progress. That's my 2 cents for it. Really, there's no magical tool for it. That's how I do it. Also, I'm planning on making a video on talking about my 2018 goals, whether I'm competing, what's going on with that. If you guys have questions, leave them down below. But I'm working on some specifics because there's something that I really, really want to work on, and I've contacted a few people about it, so we'll see if that stuff kind of works out, and I will let you know if it does. So leave your questions, comments below, thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in the next video. This is probably gonna be the end. Peace out. Side note, do you guys like these glasses? Ashton picked them out. He thinks that, like, he likes the color. They're like black and like kind of like brownish on the bottom or something. I don't know, but what do you think? Do I look weird? I haven't worn them in public yet. I'm putting them on the YouTube first. That's ridiculous. Okay, bye.